Hello to one and all. Welcome, students. Yes, my name is Shaurya and I'm a physics teacher of secondary and senior secondary level. And in this video lecture, I will discuss from the chapter of Newton's laws of motion regarding banking of roads. What is that concept? And what is a maximum safe limit or a speed limit which can be used when you're driving on such roads? So let's have a look into this concept for a bit of some small span of time or some given period of time, yes. So this is a topic I'm taking up as of now, which speaks about banking of road. Now before moving on to the in-depth or in detail of the concept, I want to let you know that you guys must be driving vehicles, right? You must have seen somebody, if not have driven, somebody driving a vehicle or a bike. In a turn, what happens? What is the physics which is involved over there? You always go on some particular speed, but if you have observed, some people will try to raise the accelerator and take a sharp turn at some particular turns. Is that a particular good thing to do? No, my dear students. You might have seen that there are accidents in the process. Yes. And so to control such accidents, what do? We need to understand a concept which is known as banking of road. So exactly, you always have to analyze with figures. For example, this is the road and this is the car which is moving and taking a sharp turn over here. And in the process, what do I know? That there is a force acting from the center of the object. You always know that there is a force of attraction that is known as the centripetal force, isn't it? Yes, that always acts. And what is the other particular force we know? There is a force which acts in the upward direction known as normal force. And downward we know there is a weight. See, those are certain forces which you have come across previously, or if you haven't, yes, these are the types of forces which do exist. Now what is important for us is to understand or for us to know is there is a certain force from the boundary which keeps acting. Let me keep this as a centripetal force over here. For example, let me keep that. And there is another force which is existing which acts between the roads and the tires. That is known as the force of friction, given in small f. That is the force which is responsible for binding this particular object on this particular road. You must have observed, for example, if you tie a particular, say you have a rope and this is the stone you tried, you must have been swinging it around like this. Suppose this is the path which is developed in the process when you're trying to swing it. What happens? There is a tensional force acting here, isn't it? And there is a gravitational force acting in this direction. Have you ever wondered that? It doesn't go out till a certain limit. You keep swinging, and there will be some force, that is the force of friction, which will keep it caught together or hold them binded. But after a certain limit, we no longer see that force existing, and what happens? This goes away from the path. Yes, this is what I'm trying to explain. The same thing will be happening over here too. If you don't have, or if you exceed a particular speed limit, then what happens? This car tends to go out of the road and it falls, it slips. That means there will be some friction or a maximum value of friction which will keep it binded together. And that force of friction, the maximum friction, is known as limiting friction. This value is very important, limiting friction. For example, I have this block of table and I am giving some 2 Newton of force. And what happened over here? This was again counterbalanced with another 2 Newtons. Now suppose I gave 8 Newton. Again I had a counterbalancing force of say 8 Newton in the opposite direction. This block did not move. And then once when I applied 10 Newton, what did I see? This got a forward movement. That means what I understand is that below 10 Newton, for example, there was 9 Newton of force existing from the opposite direction. That was the maximum force with which this object could be resisted. After that, it could not. It started sliding. Same thing happens over here. So what I need to know, what I'm interested to know, that what can be a maximum safe limit or a safe speed which can be obtained, or an expression in physics to know that you don't slip out of the road when you're taking turns in curved roads. That applies to the process of banking of roads. Now, what else can I show you here is, in this particular movement, I'm saying that there is a centripetal force and there is force of friction, and the centripetal force is basically due to the force which you have some particular acceleration to keep a body in accelerated motion. That is why we have the centripetal force. And so when I say that they both are balancing each other, I can also have an expression as Fc equals to F. Centripetal force, I know the expression says mv square by r. Yes, this exists. And for friction it is mu into mg. How it comes? We know it's mu into n. What is this mu? That is the coefficient of friction between a surface and an object, the value which already exists. And for here, for example, I take 100 Newton to be the maximum or the limiting friction. That means when I'm going at a particular speed, say 20 meter per second, and there is a friction of say 30 Newton being offered. That means the frictional force is still less than 100. The car is able to move. Suppose now I increase to 30 meter per second. This goes to 40 Newton. This is 40 meter per second. This goes to some 60 Newton. Then I have 50 meter per second. This goes to some 80. And now when I went to some 60 meter per second, this became, don't think this is a exponent. This is not a increase in uniformity. It keeps increasing. Now I have 120 Newton, for example. This value has exceeded the limiting value, and what can I say in the process? In the process I can say that this has overcome the value of the limiting friction. And so what can happen? That means when your speed is at 60 meter per second, the maximum friction which can be offered was 100. That means this is the value which was holding your vehicle in the turn in a safe manner. Now this has exceeded that friction value. That means what happens? Disaster. Your particular vehicle will be moving out of this particular path and it will slip and fall away. And this is what is known as the concept of the maximum safe limit, which applies to banking of roads. That means roads where you take sharp, narrow turns or curves, and you should know what should be the limiting or the maximum speed for which you can do. Now, this is what the concept is all about. Because in physics, you always have to get the feel over the subject, and then you will understand the theoretical part. Now, coming back, I can get an expression. What it is? I am going to get a small expression for this maximum speed, that is v. This is what I am interested in. This small m cancels out. What this v appears to be? Mu into r into g. And this can be further written as v equals to square root of mu rg. This is the maximum speed which should be applied whenever you take sharp, narrow turns or in curvilineous roads. And you have to be very careful when you're taking such things. And this applies to the concept in physics known as banking of roads. And basically, we keep this as V max is less than or equal to mu into Rg. This is the ultimate formula that you need to remember. And so, perhaps this video lecture, stopping here. Next time again, if I modify, surely I'll be there for a video. I will tell you the expression which is required, or for you to understand that in detail what is the process in which this banking of roads further applies to, and we'll have a small derivation on that. But as of now, you need to understand that what is the maximum safe limit or speed limit, which should always be less than this mu r g. That means it should be less than the maximum value of the friction or the limiting friction. If you're not, then you know what happens? Accidents. Hope you have all enjoyed this small concept which I've taken up. Hope to see you sometime very soon. Thank you.